How's it going, everybody? This is going to be a quick video update on the Rody v. Becerra case, also known as the Ammo Day case or the Freedom Week 3.0 case. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you're notified anytime that I put out videos. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's a great way to get connected further to the community, and I put a lot of background information on the Instagram. I ask questions on Instagram and stuff like that. If you want to get engaged further with the community and with me and with the channel, a good way to do that is on the Instagram page. So as many of you know, in my last video, I updated you guys saying that the Attorney General's office is seeking a 21-day extension to file their opening briefs. And since they went ahead and made a request by the court, we've had some action as far as the California Rifle and Pistol Association going ahead and filing an opposition to that 21-day extension of time. And also, since that time, we also got the AG's reply to the motion to vacate. So let's talk about real quick our side's opposition to the 21-day extension. And I'll actually put a link down the details to these various motions, to these various papers if you want to read them for yourself. So the opposition to the motion for extension of time, if you're not familiar with what's going on with that, go ahead and I'll link to a card up here, the last video about the AG's office seeking a 21-day extension. But in summary, really what they're saying is we need 21 extra days because we weren't prepared to file our opening briefs. We're not prepared. We don't have babysitting. We're working from home. We don't have anyone else who can work on this. So they're saying, court, please give us an extra 21 days to file our opening briefs. In response to this, our side went ahead and wrote an opposition to that 21-day extension. And really what our side is saying is a lot of what I said and a lot of you said when the AG's office actually was seeking the 21-day extension. And that is, one, why did you file this emergency stay or this appeal if you didn't have the time to fully read through the 120 pages that Benitez issued in the lower court? If you're saying you didn't have time to read that, if you're not prepared, why then are you seeking an appeal of that order if you haven't had time to fully digest it and respond to it? You shouldn't be appealing something if you really haven't read it all, like they said that they haven't. Another thing that our side pointed out is you had no issue going ahead and seeking that emergency stay and the appeal like soon after, only a couple hours after Judge Benitez denied the stay in the lower court. So why now are you saying that you don't have time to respond? And the last thing that they are arguing in their paper, in their opposition to the 21-day extension, is that they're okay with giving you the 21-day extension, but court, if you're going to issue the 21-day extension, go ahead and lift the emergency stay, because right now, if you extend it out beyond the 29 days that they have to file their opening brief, so it's going to be 29 plus 21 days. That is just going to further the irreparable harm that's going to be obtained by us, that we are going to suffer by not being able to buy ammunition. If you're not going to lift the emergency stay, then you should deny the 21-day extension, because this is typical filing timelines procedures. They were aware of this going into filing their appeal. If they were filing this appeal, that means they were prepared to go through the appeal process and they shouldn't be granted any extra time. And the last thing I'll talk about as far as an update on this case has to do with the reply. So as many of you know, our side went ahead and filed an opposition to the emergency stay that's in place so that we can go ahead and purchase ammunition online without the background check, so that the importation rules on ammunition can be lifted. All that stuff that led to Ammo Day. Our side is now seeking that emergency stay that's been put in place by the Ninth Circuit is vacated. So we got a reply by the AG's office against that motion to vacate. And in summary, what the AG's office says in their reply is that they will suffer irreparable harm if the stay is lifted, primarily because they are arguing that criminals will get their hands on ammunition, all this stuff, all these like statistics and arguments that were pretty much rejected in the lower court. They're saying that unlawful individuals will get their hands on ammunition, and therefore there's going to be an irreparable harm if this emergency stay is lifted. They're saying that they are likely to succeed on the merits, even though, again, in the lower court, Judge Benitez said that the other side, that the California Rifle and Pistol Association, the plaintiff side, Rody, he said that their side is likely to succeed on the merits, not the AG's office. But here, in their reply, the AGs are saying, hey, we're likely to succeed on the merits. And then they're also saying the balance of interest tilts in their favor, not in our favor, because, again, criminals will get their hands on stuff. Law-abiding residents like me and you can still get our hands on ammunition, even though there's a $1 fee and an eligibility check. And they're saying even though some of residents are being denied, they can go ahead and go on the system, update their information, and get the ammunition anyways. So they're saying that the interest really balances in their favor, not in ours, which is ridiculous because, as Judge Benitez said in the lower court, any small or minute violation of the constitutional rights or of the Second Amendment should tilt the interest in our favor. So that's just a quick update. This means that maybe there's the potential that they will lift the emergency stay if they go ahead and extend out the extension beyond the 29 days. They give the AG's office the extra 21 days. Our side is now requesting that they lift that stay. Whether or not the Ninth Circuit is going to grant that, we don't know. But the likelihood is, based on the track record of the Ninth Circuit and based on their inaction on this issue already, my guess would be that they will not lift the emergency stay. And then we have Duncan v. Becerra, which the Ninth Circuit heard oral arguments on, and we're still waiting for their response. If you like this video and you like the channel in general and you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is to join the Patreon, and I'll put a link to the Patreon down in the details. Another way you can support the channel is using the various affiliate links also found in the details section. So as always, thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And never forget, a nation that draws a great distinction between its scholars and its warriors, while its laws are run by cowards and its wars fought by fools.